Alright, can I stand over here and stand up there? You know, since this is part of my communication practice. Alright, tonight I have two individuals to share with you. First, I'd like to talk about a little bit of my childhood. And the second, a brief message, a short one. When I was young, I don't really get to stay close to my parents. I was about 10 when I moved into my uncle's house. And the reason I had to be away from my parents was the unemployment. The small town that I grew up, it's pretty hard to get a job. So they have to leave me and go to some other place to look for a job so that I can continue with school. Now back then, the town that I grew up in has no internet or phone to communicate, except letter. So I received 2 or 3 letters a year from my parents telling me how much they miss me, how much they love me, and also telling me to listen or behave, whether that home or school. But still, it was very difficult being away from parents as a child. I don't have the things most kids have. I don't have adults who can encourage and support me when I need it. And some nights, I go to bed with empty stomach. Those were the times that I miss for having parents in my life. And those were the times I was lonely, and I feel like I've been left out. Hebrews 5:8 says, even though Jesus was the Son of God, he learned obedience from the thing he suffered. He learned from the thing he suffered. Many times I tend to say that I have a poor childhood with very limited parental love, protection, and discipline in my life. But then when I look at Jesus' personal story, even the Son of God humbled himself by setting aside all of his rights to show an example to everyone by learning from the thing he suffered. So, one question that comes into my mind is, why am I complaining instead of counting the blessing? Speaking of blessing, I've been coming to Friday Bible study or going to Sunday school for about 5 or 6 years. And every time I go there, I have to prepare anything ahead of time, except come sit and listen. But even the simple thing like this, I sometimes couldn't fulfill my responsibility. For example, be late. I've been told for many times to be punctual or on time, but still late again and again. But the teachers who constantly dedicated their time and effort never quit on. So I'd like to take this opportunity to express my deep appreciation to all of them for their extraordinary job and example they have done. And I'm grateful to be one of their students. It's not easy for them, but they're doing it with love. Personally, being here in Friday Bible study, it's a privilege. Because I get to learn how to be a servant. And I get to retain the important information that many other folks cannot provide. And I get to practice how to be a better servant. But at the end of the day, I have the most dedicated teachers, the best Friday Bible study or Sunday school class in the world. None of them would will make a difference. None of it will matter unless I fulfill my responsibility, which is sharing my faith with others. For example, give a testimony. Jesus will never force me to do a thing for him. But as a Christian, I have a responsibility to make it better. The story of Jesus is not about a person quit when things got tough. It's about a person kept going, tried harder, and do anything to make it better and to make it right. Now, we all have a different personal story to tell. Some are better than another, and some are not. Right? And but God has created you and me, and He loves us both in the same way. All right? Whether you are a fatty or I'm a skinny, He loves us the same, right? Isn't it true?
Yes.
And in order to prove that He really loves us or not, Ted just mentioned a few minutes ago, He sent His only Son. Jesus came to earth, took out punishment by dying on the cross. So lastly, I'd like to share with you this. When you have to stand up and you know that it is His will, whether at home, school, workplace, or anywhere, what would you like to witness and represent the name of Jesus? Thank you.